Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about Lesson 92, Rounding Mixed Numbers. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how we can round a mixed number in order to make a reasonable estimate when using a fraction. So we all know that if we have a number, say we have the number 66, we all know that that rounds up to 70. If we have the number, say, 6.6, we would round that to the whole number 7. So we're going to do the same thing today, but using fractions. So here I have 6 2/5, and I want to round it to the nearest whole number. There are two ways that I can think about this. I have 6 2/5. Actually, there are three ways. The first way is to think about a number line, which we did last night. And here's my whole number 6, here's my whole number 7, 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.4, 6.5, 6.6, 6.7, 6.8, 6.9. Okay, 7's a little far. Oh well. So we know that 6.2 is equivalent to 4/10, or we know that 6 2/5, is equivalent to 6 4/10. So if I was to take my number line, 1, 2, 3, 4, I locate it on my number line, but I know that 5/10 or half is my halfway point. So 6 4/10 is less than half. My fraction gets rounded down to 6. You can also think of 4/10 as a decimal, 6.4, which would also then get rounded down to the whole number 6. Okay? Converting a fraction into an equivalent fraction with tenths is a great way to think about it. But sometimes you can't really do that. Might have a denominator of, say, 7, which doesn't convert to tenths easily. But if I look at 2/5, I can ask myself, is 2 less than half of 5 or greater than half of 5? And since I know that half of 5 is actually 2.5, I know that 2/5 is less, so this has to be rounded down. Okay? If this was greater than 2.5, say 3/5, since 3 is more than half of 5, we would round 3/5 up. So if I had 6 3/5, 3, that's a 3, I would round that up to 7. Okay, so quick review. 6 2/5, I can convert it to 4/10. I can convert it to 0.4, or I can think, is 2 greater than or less than half of the denominator, which in this case is 5. Okay, let's move on really fast to example number 2. Okay, example 2. Kylie estimated the area of this triangle to be 20 inches square. Did Kylie make a reasonable estimate? So here we have 8 7/8 inches. I know that 7/8 is close to a whole inch, so I'm going to round this to 9 inches. 5 1/4, I'm going to round down to 5 inches. And the area of a triangle. Area of a triangle equals 1/2 the base times the height. So I have 1/2 times my base, which is 9 inches, times my height, which is 5 inches, 1/2 times 45. We convert this to a fraction, 45 over 1, equals 45 over 2, which equals 22.5 inches squared. Okay, so if Kylie's estimate was 20 inches squared, did he make a reasonable estimate? He sure did. I'm not sure what exactly he rounded to. Maybe he rounded 8 and 7/8 down to 8, because 8 times 5 is 40 and half of 40 is 20. He didn't do the rounding correctly, but it's still a reasonable estimate. Okay? Excellent. All right. Let's move on to example number 3. Okay, estimate the perimeter of a rectangular picture frame that is 15 1/8 inches long and 10 3/4 inches wide. So I like to draw pictures. I am a visual person. So I'm going to draw my rectangular picture frame. I know it's 15 1/8 inches long and 10 3/4 inches wide. And I'm going to estimate. So 15 1/8, I'm going to round to 15. 10 3/4, I'm going to round that to 11. Let's make that look like an 11 though. Okay, so perimeter. Perimeter equals 2 times the length plus the width. Remember, this is the area outside that I am looking for. This distance plus this one, plus this one, plus this one. Okay? So I have 2 times 15 plus 11, 2 times 26. Notice I'm keeping the parentheses because I am multiplying. And 2 times 26 is 52 inches. Now this is perimeter. This is not area. These are not square inches. These are linear inches, meaning length. Meaning I'm going from adding this, plus this, plus this, plus this. So my answer is 52 inches. About 52 inches. We should really have the word about in there since this is an estimate. Okay? All right, go ahead and do your lesson practice and we will review this in the morning.